Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, look at this mountain of chicken tenders right here. I have to peep over it. Today, of course, we're gonna have chicken tenders. Check out those fries to the right of me. I believe that's the right. And so this is an old school chicken tenders, KFC inspired type meal. Okay. Oh, we have coleslaw also, right? Okay,
But
that's coming
before
up
we
next.
get started,
You guys know what to do. Know what to do. Throw thumbs up this video. Um, Subscribe if you
subscribe.
haven't already. Brain fog is terrible, isn't it? Okay, and comment too. Guys, shout out to everybody who's been very active in our community board. You guys are awesome. Man, these chicken tenders are really taking over the show.
We got something special.
Okay, what we
Would you
got?
like to do the honors?
Oh, yes, I would.
I made
Okay.
some Nashville,
Mhm.
inspired. This is a KFC Buffalo or Nashville inspired
Uh-huh.
meal. So the
Mhm.
tenders, everything of course is homemade. We try to
Uh-huh.
do all homemade on this
Yeah.
channel. Okay, and I made that. If you like the recipe, just be basically in the comments and just say recipe, and I'll make sure I'll make that for you so you know what to do.
Okay, could you slide everything over for me for one moment, please? Just, just slide everything. There we go. Here we go, guys. Look at this sauce. Look how rich this sauce is. Did you make this homemade, Jenna?
I sure did.
Look at that. All right, here we go.
Oh, you gonna pour it on there?
Okay, you want me to pour it on? Okay. You sure? Is it spicy? Like, you want to dip
Okay,
one?
how about this?
You want to dip one first?
How about this?
You want to dip one first?
I'll take some to the side.
Okay.
And
Okay, and then we're gonna pour it on.
we'll
Okay.
pour on some. I just want to
Okay.
give you guys the experience.
Yes,
So I'm
okay.
gonna lift this up.
Okay.
This artistry. There you go.
All right. Here we go, guys. Look how buttery it is.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Get it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, I wanted to give you that experience, y'all. Okay.
Let's make a little wall of nuggets right here. Just
Oh yeah. So
fix it in. Yeah. There we go.
y'all see how that? I just wanted y'all to see how that stuck.
Yes. Look at
on
that. Look at
there.
that sauce.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's a little afraid. There you go.
All
there you
right. There we go.
go. He didn't want to get it everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna bless the food.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord, for this food that we're about to receive. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
All right.
Oh, and I got some homemade coleslaw.
Show them the coleslaw.
You know, when you eat in your KFC, I'm
Can
sorry.
I see it?
There we go.
All right.
Eating KFC, you know you need their coleslaw.
Yeah, coleslaw. Okay, so here's a close-up view of these chicken tenders. Have a bite, guys. Look how golden it is.
All right, so our
Man.
topic today
Okay.
is
What's the topic
about.
today?
I don't know if you guys heard the story of some woman at McDonald's. She was a customer, and the manager and her, I guess, got into it. She threw some food at the manager, and the manager, in turn, threw a blender at her.
Oh, wow.
And connected. Okay, we also
It's
have
buttery.
some guacamole here. We love guacamole on this channel.
We do. All right.
So what do you think about that?
Okay. All right, I'm going to have this piece right here. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's recap what exactly happened. It was an irate customer. This is good, you know. It's like going to it is like KFC's like hot wings or boneless wings, or like Buffalo Wild Wings, boneless wings. It's really good. And it's spicy too, guys. If you guys like spice, if you love spice like I do, spice gets me going, you know?
I made these fries like Five Guys fries. So we got the molten vinegar on deck. So to recap the story, the irate customer came into McDonald's
Right.
and and I guess she didn't like her order or something. I didn't get the whole thing.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, she got mad, threw the food at the manager. And
She
the manager,
threw the food at the manager?
Yeah, I'm sure she said some expletives too.
Oh, wow.
Threw the food at the manager, and the manager threw the blender at her and connected and injured her.
She threw a blender at her?
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, babe?
Okay. So you guys have been upset with fast food workers before. I know you have, right? I believe everybody's had an experience where they were upset with a fast food worker at some time, you know? Whether they've been rude, they were ignored, they didn't get their order correct, you know, some reason that you were upset at a fast food worker, right? How did you guys feel when that happened? Like, did you want to like throw things at them? Like, or how did you handle that situation? Now, for instance, you know, I've had some times when I was upset with a fast food worker and, you know, with workers. Like one time I went to this, I'm not going to say what restaurant. You're not going to put them out like that. But I went to one restaurant, right? And they had food in hair in my sandwich, right? I just unwrapped it, looked at it, and I said, Jenna, is this a hair? We went to drive-thru. And she said, you know what? That is a hair. So we had already went past the line, you know, drove off, you know, because we like to look at our food before we actually fully drive off. So we were still in the parking lot, right? So, but we were away from the drive-thru window. So we went in and said, we like to have, did we say we wanted new sandwiches or our money back? We wanted new sandwiches.
Money back.
We wanted our money back, right? Did they give us our money back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had to talk to them. We had to speak to a manager because everybody didn't have that authority to give money back. Only the manager. So, yeah, we got our money back, to make a long story short. But we had to wait in line for that. You know, how aggravating is that, you know? We had to wait in line to get our money back. Did I want to throw something at the manager? No. Did I want to throw something at the workers?
Well, obviously,
No.
What the lady is on you.
That's me. Mm-hmm.
What the lady is on you saying is the lady was ignoring her.
What's her reason? Mm-hmm.
She was ignoring her.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't getting what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was not the only person there that was disgruntled, but she was the only one who got hit in the face with a blender.
Exactly.
We saw the video.
Mm-hmm.
You can look it up. It's on YouTube. Just look it up. McDonald's lady gets hit in the blender with a blender. It's on YouTube. I saw the video. She was irate.
Mm-hmm.
She was very, very
She was upset, guys.
upset. We couldn't hear what she was saying, but
we could read the body language.
it wasn't have a nice day.
She was really upset. Next thing we know, we saw food flying everywhere. Started chucking food at her. Right?
She chucked food at her, and all of a sudden, the manager chucked a darn blender at her and connected, and it bounced off the lady's face. It knocked her back like she was like a big wind came by. I mean, she fell back like, you know how when Michael Jackson does that? Oh. She fell back like that. Boom.
Or if you're in a boxing match, right? Like Mike Tyson's Punch
It's
Out.
not funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, she staggered back and fell on the wet floor
She
sign.
fell on the floor, but then I guess shock hadn't, or she was still in shock. Homegirl tried to get up
She got back up.
and bounce with it, but she bounced right back on that floor.
Shock. Yeah.
Now, you know the manager was fired, of course. She was fired. But
Had to.
I'm just saying. I myself think both parties was wrong.
Do you think the manager was just defending themselves?
I mean, I do. I don't know if you were asking them, but I think she was defending herself because the way the lady looked, to be honest, you don't know how far she was going to go.
She was going to climb over that counter. Now, throwing a blender, I'm not sure. But, You know, she could have threw some pies or something. I don't know. But throw in a blender.
That's another thing we wanted to talk about.
What?
Out of all the things she could have thrown, why the blender?
It was the first thing she probably can get her hands on. I don't know. Maybe she just really wanted to stop her.
The manager said she didn't mean to pick up that blender.
That's what she said?
She didn't mean for the blender to hit her.
See, Jenna actually did some research on this, you know. I saw the video, you know. Yes, I saw the video. But you did research. You saw several videos.
To elaborate on that, you gotta respect people. People, I mean, there's a whole bunch of videos up on YouTube about people going off on workers and workers defending themselves. I mean, yeah, you're at work. Yeah, customer's always right.
Right.
But when it becomes physical, that's just another situation. Like, it's another one. I think they was working at McDonald's, and the man reached over the counter and grabbed this girl up, and she started going Mike Tyson on him. You know, like,
this guy
what are you supposed to do?
And I think it was over a straw. He reached over the counter, right? Grabbed her by her shirt with both hands, and she started, like, just trying to break his arms off of her and hitting him in the face. It was a sight. She had to defend herself, and she used the same force, thank you, that was given.
If you want to know the recipe to my coleslaw,
That's good.
say recipe to the coleslaw.
Hashtag
It's real
coleslaw.
easy, y'all. Real easy.
That's good.
There's several recipes out there. However, it ain't like mine.
Yeah. Homemade. I'm going to put that up there with KFC.
It goes good with this. Like I said, these are Five Guys inspired. I tried to make them just look just like Five Guys.
Guys, it was this one video that we saw where this guy actually jumped through the drive-thru window. I thought that was crazy.
Oh, that was in Popeyes over a chicken sandwich. He jumped through there.
And the family had to fight to get him back out the window. Said, don't you lay a hand on him, or I'm coming through that window.
Look, I think it's in our food. I think the food is making people a little off.
I think they need to go back to, you know those drive-thrus that have the little thing where you can, like, put the food in and it's, like, solely sealed off? They need that. It spins around.
Oh, yeah. Some places have that. In the hood. They got the spin around. You ain't getting through that. But this one had, like, a full window. Like,
Open.
enough for someone to get through. And he wasn't a small man.
No.
Not so. That's a little too big.
This guy jumped through the window.
Don't you think they should, like, put a little more protection on their employees?
Oh, good point. Good point. I think so, too.
You know what I mean?
But they also want to have a nice, friendly appearance and be welcoming. But I do feel like they should. Good point. I know if I was there, I wouldn't want to be in that environment.
I remember when I was 23 years old. We were newly married.
When somebody jumped through the window.
We were not in a restaurant. I was on the road. And this person just beat me out of nowhere. You know, when someone honks their horn out of nowhere, it does startle you. I got so angry that I chased this
Road
person.
rage.
I don't know if it was a man or a woman. I chased this person with my car. They were in their car. A few streets. I was beeping my horn. So just imagine, like, one of those, like, urban legends saying, like, if you flash your lights at someone, they're gonna turn around, they're gonna chase you and beep you. Well, that's what I was doing. Don't know why I was doing it. Yeah, I do. My blood pressure was high. He aggravated me.
And you wanted to teach him a lesson.
And I chased this person
So you weren't
from
honking
about
anybody
a
else
few
for him, huh?
streets honking, traveling them, all of that. Eventually, the person pulled over and got up out their car, and I just kept it moving. I say this to say, would I do that today? No. This was maybe 15, 16, 17 years ago when people were a little more calm because that was before social media. Okay?
Yeah.
Things have changed. People have changed. Would I do that? No. So I'm saying, like, even if you feel like you're being wronged, which I thought I was wrong that day.
Yeah.
I said, you're going to beep your horn, I'm going to beep mine back and chase you. And they probably was scared. Very scared. I'm not going to sit here and say that they were not scared. Because I would be scared if someone was behind me beeping them. Don't let your anger, let's say, a few moments of a temper can get you a lifetime of trouble.
So true.
That lady at McDonald's, she could have lost her eye. She could have lost her life. And that person, I'm talking about both, you know.
If you saw her face, guys, the pictures of her, you know, right after the injury, her eye was swollen. I think she broke her nose. That was crazy. Oh, could you pass the guacamole, please? Thank you, dear.
But, yeah, you have to be more sensible. Pull back. Leave the situation. You know, she basically, I was saying when I first heard that story, I'm like, you made hundreds of dollars, actually thousands of dollars of damage over $5 worth of food. Right? It was some Happy Meals.
Well,
Happy
you know
Meals, what, a few dollars?
You know, I feel the same way. I really do. But, you know, I wish people were more rational in situations like that.
You have to think.
Yeah.
So I know both parties learned. You know what I mean? The woman learned her lesson and the manager too. Like, you know, her only argument was, the lady who got hit, her only argument was, well, darn, why did she have to throw her? It wasn't even. But that's how it is, ma'am.
Yeah, the force was not even.
Person who retaliates, it's not going to necessarily do the even thing.
No.
You get what I'm saying? And so she had no business doing what she did in the first place. It's not that serious. So what type of day was she having?
She was having a bad day.
And what type of day was the darn manager having?
A very bad day.
Right. And they just met each other at the wrong intersection.
Maybe I had that reversed. The manager was having a bad day, and the woman who went in there ended up having a very bad day. Yeah.
Well, no, they both were having a bad day.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying, what was going on before these people met each other? That's my point. You got to think about it.
She had a car full of kids, like four children.
Right. And left her children in there unsupervised for 25 minutes while you in there doing what you're doing in the McDonald's. People go to work to make money.
She went in there. She left out with the food. Kids are like, what's going on with the food? She left out with the food and then came back injured. I know the kids were shocked. I know they were.
People go to work to make money.
Yes.
And go home.
Yes.
People go inside somewhere to go and get something to eat and go home. You should not be going in any establishment trying to fight somebody. Nobody is your child. I can't imagine how she talked to her children.
Good point, Dan.
I'm just saying. So,
I don't know what it is, guys, about spicy food that makes me want to eat more of it. But this is spicy.
I think it's because it revs up your
your metabolism. Yeah.
And this is spicy.
Yeah, and so I find myself...
I wouldn't consider it mild.
Not at all.
That was a good idea. So if y'all want the recipe, you know, be mindful that it is a little spicy. Sorry.
This guacamole dip helps with the heat. Are we sweating, guys?
That's another way to clear your skin up. Eat some spicy food.
Helped it.
But this was fun, y'all.
It really was. Guys, let us know what you think.
I'm gonna let y'all see the seasoning on this fry.
Show them all.
Homemade.
Would you guys? How would you have reacted if you went to a fast food restaurant and somebody messed up your order or what have you? Would you be upset? Would you go off on them? Share your experiences.
Oh, by the way, charges was not brought up against the lady. The lady wants to just get some money. Good luck with that.
Civil.
She's all on camera starting the whole thing. Okay, so it's no nothing was brought up against the lady because obviously the lady was self-defending herself. So there you go. But it's always now certain type of women, y'all. It's like women today are like machines. And when I say machines, I mean Terminators.
Like the Terminator.
Robots. No pain.
I don't know about you guys, but if I got hit in the face with a blender, I don't know if I could get back up.
We saw this one lady. This was on social media. We saw this video. Not to be graphic, but she was a little bit mangled. Like the lady got in her car and did what she had to do, right? Felt like she had to do. Put it this way. This lady got up. She went down with 2 legs. But got up with 1. But still trying to run after that lady who just did what she did with her vehicle. Can we say machine? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it something that women are taking today to make them so aggressive and so combative and so like feeling no pain?
I don't know what it is.
I think it's called the Terminatrix.
No.
I saw that on somebody's video. I ain't gonna say that.
Oh wow.
The Terminatrix.
Yeah.
She stops at nothing.
And nothing.
Are you a Terminatrix?
And she will not stop.
And she will not stop. And
Ever.
So that's what we're calling that lady who threw the food at the lady.
Yeah.
She was a Terminatrix. Go and see that video and see this lady actually take a huge blender to the face and still attempt to get up with no problem. Terminatrix. Well, I'm not a Terminatrix, though.
No, of course.
Y'all. Huh?
Yeah, guys, make sure you thumbs up this video. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you subscribe so you can become part of our family. You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time.